by the way.
Hi, everybody. $70. Okay, got it. Thanks, Akuni.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Share that to the world. Of the stream.
Not a key, you bitch. Why did you move? Okay, I heard that.
Can you hear me through your stream?
Yeah. Stop moving.
Check, check.
Yep, I hear it.
All right.
You know my foot's not gonna stay there, right?
All right. Tweet is out. Tweet has been sent. Speak again? What's all?
Park.
Okay. And let me make sure I can hear that on my end. Hold on. Make sure I can hear that on my end. Hold on. Okay. All right. Tweet is out. Speak again? What's all?
Park.
Okay. I definitely heard you. I heard me. Are you ready, my friend?
Good. Sorry, I was waiting for it. Now to keep him move away from my foot so I can scoot up. I didn't want to run him.
Scoot, scoot, scoot. We are scooting indeed for this episode of the Hypecast. This is 335 or 335. We're that much closer to 350. This one's kind of a hot one because yes, there's a lot of money involved. Let's just say, to say the least. One way or the other. More buyouts, more costs for the consumer. We'll get to all that in today's episode with yours truly, as always, Sean, aka Hawk525, with my co-host or cohort, as always, Zawa in the building.
I mean, it almost sounded my cohort. I was like, whoa. Is that a promotion or demotion?
My mind went two directions. It was like, do I call you co-host or a cohort, right?
Yeah, but if you call me a cohort, I'll be like, thank you, sir. Do I get paid now?
It's like, yeah, is that a compliment or an insult? Oh boy, but anyway, stuff was on fire as well, I guess, apparently in around my area, which is El Segundo, for those who know. Kind of close to where I live, but I guess it wasn't that bad of a fire, I guess, by judging of how quiet it is right now in terms of news. So it was like on fire though, like for reals, and day before. So yeah. So anyways, this timeline continues to be insane, to put it lightly. So even specifically for fighting games. So let's get into that straight away.
This battle is about to explode.
Exploding is such a very interesting wording there. A lot of people were exploding.
Yes, indeed, indeed. So, Capcom Cup.
Good
yes.
on you, though.
Yes. Capcom Cup, yes. Speaking of Capcom and explosions and uh that sound effect. Anyway, um Capcom Cup is, the premier event of where the best of the best gather to see who is, well, the best of those best. Now, unfortunately, though, it seems like as of right now, as we stream this, it is no longer free to watch. It is pay per view, kind of like how WrestleMania is, right? Very much on those sort of like terms, I guess you could say, right? Very much on those same vibes. In fact, let's take a look at this chart. And it's so funny because this chart is in Japanese. This is using Japanese currency. They didn't even bother to do it for everyone else. It's just for the Japanese side of things, but it's written in English. You see where that's going, right? So,
Yeah. No, you're
basically,
banned.
yeah, basically, so if you want to watch basically like, so either, well, okay, so there is the Capcom Cup 12 finals, right? Which is 4,000 yen. And then there's the Street Fighter League World Championship, I believe that says. Also 4,000 yen. And then there's the bundle for 6,000. So if you want to watch both, you pay 6,000 yen. That's how it kind of works right now. And it's, yes, both English and Japanese, I guess. And then there's a little disclaimer right here. It says will be streamed for free on YouTube, Twitch, but that will be broadcasted, I believe, a week after. That's the
Yes.
big disclaimer right there. Big note to know. So there's just been this big debacle of what's been going on right away as soon as this dropped. Especially for those who are into fighting games, like the FGC was on fire for this one, especially the Street Fighter fans, of course. People thought this was a joke. People thought this was like a dream, a nightmare even, but this is reality. You know what they say, fact is stranger than fiction, you know? And there's a lot of things that's going on, like why, what's going on, and just, where to start, right? I mean, it's a little hard, but basically, of course, one side of Capcom wants the money bag, of course. That's one easy thing to get out of the way, right?
Yep.
But here's the catch, right? And this is where I'm going to be regurgitating a lot of information from, especially Brian F, one of the prominent members of the FGC, makes some awesome content for the fighting game community on YouTube. I like his stuff, especially as of late. Very insightful sort of opinions, I guess you say, about this whole thing, plus previous sort of controversies that happened relating to fighting games stuff, including, of course, the buyout for Evo.
Yes.
From the Saudi Arabian sort of situation, which we will get to that later on, fun enough. But anyway, yeah. So apparently, this has been a practice common in Japan. They just like, okay, we'll pay for it. This was more apparent though with the Street Fighter League stuff. They just like, all right, we'll pay for it, right? And that's just kind of like how the Japanese culture kind of goes, for whatever reason. I can't say, even though, yes, I am at least somewhat familiar with Japanese culture and such, but I can't really say why they accept this sort of thing, other than, trying to give back to what they love, what they support, you know what I mean? Like, other than that.
Yep.
you know, and that if that's the case, okay, I get it, right? It's just for the rest of the world, this was such a left field curveball kind of thing. That was just like, what?
Mm.
Like, why now? Why this? All that stuff, right? And um, obviously there is more than one reason, right? And there's a lot of guesses and stuff like that, but I think from what I can tell and what I was able to gather, um, basically it seems like, and of course, this is according to Brian F, of course, and I kind of agree on this. It seems like this side of Capcom, the esports side of Capcom, wants to essentially cater more towards the Japanese audience. So I guess they want to take it to the Japanese direction of things because of how the engagement goes overall. So apparently, I didn't even know about this until not too long ago. That they actually get a lot of views, a lot of engagement in just the Japanese audience alone. In fact, if you even combine everyone else's viewership that's not Japanese, apparently they don't even touch the Japanese viewership. That's how big it is in Japan for whatever reason in Street Fighter 6. I don't know how. I can't tell you how. Maybe they did a better job marketing or whatever, or and stuff like that, because it is actually really popular with VTubers, right? So maybe they just roll their dice right by choosing a number of VTubers to show their game, right? And a lot of VTubers actually stuck around with said game, Street Fighter 6. So, and a lot of Japanese audiences watch VTubers in Japan.
Yep.
So that is, and of course such other factors, and the fact that the game is good for the most part as a Street Fighter game by comparison to other Street Fighter games. I think this one has more appeal. So all those things, all those factors play into this being very popular, and then that of course also applies to the Japanese fighting game players, including even Kawano. And his viewership, I'm gonna bring up Brian's video right now, in fact, because I think I had it here. I thought I did. Okay, anyway, I'll just do the search bar. But anyway, Kawano or Kawano, his viewership is crazy, actually. Like he gets a lot of views. Even just him talking about Street Fighter gets a lot of views, apparently. So yeah, it's just like just him alone was like kind of an eye opener to me. I'm like, wow, like if he gets the views, then imagine what kind of viewership the VTubers get, right? And such like that, because they're of course they're the really popular ones. So yeah, it's just like been once again a learning experience of like as I took a little short dive into this whole conundrum about this whole thing with the pay-per-view stuff, the viewership in Japan alone. It's just like, wow. That's all I can really say.
Yeah.
What can you say from what you know about this situation? If you have anything else to chime in with.
Well, after Capcom Japan is kind of something like they want to keep it exclusivity. Yeah, which when you think about it, they have every right. It is their property, and
yes,
but at least they are not fully gatekeeping it. At least they are having the door a little cracked, so to speak.
Yes.
But there is a paywall.
Yeah. Yes. That is a way to put it. Yes. And yeah, this
And
is
then
yeah. Oh, wait, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
okay. And then because again, with the exclusivity leaning towards more, for Japanese audience and such. It sounds like they already had this thing, or they already had the thing in mind, but they were just gathering a little bit more data to to see when to quote unquote strike or
Yeah.
flip the switch on.
Yes.
And so after them seeing, so I guess after Capcom seeing like a lot of traction, correct? Like traction to like
Yes.
stuff like Eva and stuff. It's pretty much that let's try. Let's do it now. Let's
Yeah.
strike when the iron is hot,
Yes.
and probably like see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you they have a backup plan of for just in case the negativity reaches peak, which I believe it's already peaked already.
Mm-hmm.
That they probably might announce something maybe later on this year or next year before Evo.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of like don't have to go through the whole backlash. That's pretty much it. Like
Mm-hmm.
from some of the tweets and forums saying that Capcom shouldn't be doing this, like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's
And
yeah.
you know, and to put it more likely, a lot of people are just going to become Captain Jack Sparrow pretty soon once this thing hits.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't say anything more like nicely about it.
Yeah. Yo ho ho, right? The yo ho ho life. Take a bite of the gum gum because we're gonna have to really reach for something to get access to some kind to watch Capcom Cup. I don't know. At this point, like if this is something they're really gonna double down on, then I'm probably just gonna do something else, honestly, because I'm not gonna go out my way and try to like go through the trouble of just finding like okay where's this like secret site to watch Capcom Cup like right then and there and stuff like that. And yeah, at that point I will be just probably like what's the word for like apathetic or lethargic,
Mhm.
and just do something else. And we'll just talk about Capcom Cup the week after. It's like that's just kind of how it's gonna go, right? Unless I don't know, maybe they will turn this around. We put a drone in the venue. That's so funny.
They probably will have drones in the venue. You just need to know how to hack one and just keep it like in one spot.
That's so funny. I don't know why. I don't know why I found that so funny. Put a drone in the venue and do a fucking Watch Dogs. We're gonna have to be like watchdogs to just watch Capcom Cup. That's so insane to even say in the same sentence. Oh boy, but anyway, yes. So on the screen here, you can just kind of see a sample platter of Kawano's content, and look at this, right? Like he's either playing the game, of course, but he's also just talking about said game, and he's getting over at least over 200k views, like in that little snippet of these videos,
Mhm.
right? And then this is other people, I believe. They're already hitting over 100k for the most part. Even like I think there's Tokido somewhere. Yes. There's content featuring Tokido, and then look at this, right? Look at this. This is crazy. 800K, 700K, 600K, 500K, over all those numbers, mind you, over 400K, over 400, almost 500K. This is crazy. That's crazy, dude. So that's like a little sample of what the engagement is like in Japan. It's insane. So I get it. I totally get it. This is totally a business move on the Japanese side's part. And you know what? It is what it is. You know, I mean, you could get mad about it, but there is a reason behind it. So it does suck, yes, because there's something about watching things live, right? Like right then and there, sharing that energy together and sharing the moment together, right? Whereas if you watch the week later, it's like no one's gonna give a shit. It's just not the same. It's already been over. It's done and done. What's done is what done. What is done is done. Yeah, typical Japanese viewership. It's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. That's the typical numbers, right? That's from what it seems like. So, but either way, it's crazy. It's insane. So again, I do understand that, but do I like it? No, absolutely not. Because yeah, because we've been so used to watching Capcom Cup, or we had access to watching Capcom Cup without even a thought of paying for it, right? And in the past, the way to fund such events like this was remember those bundles that they gave out for the costumes, right? Like the CPT bundle special thing for Street Fighter 5. That was the way, right? That was how things were done to help fund these events. And people bought them, like, for the most part, because they get something back in return, right? So maybe the smart way to do this, right, if they are going to do this, right, at least offer some sort of discount for like the DLC packs or Street Fighter 6 itself or something, right? Give back something for everybody else. You know, what if the viewers are new to Street Fighter 6 and they're like, wow, this is so cool. I want to play Street Fighter 6. I want to pick it up. I feel inspired to at least try it. There you go. There's the discount code. There's the incentive, right? You know, I think that will be a supplemental, absolutely supplemental to this situation. You know, I'm trying to kind of like meet the middle, right, for this bit. You know, so at least they should offer something like that in return. If they're really going to stick to these guns. Yeah, something. I think that would be. I think that'd be pretty nice of them to do, right? Because especially when the game has been out for this long at this point, I think they can afford a discount. You know. Yeah. So, you know, at that point, it's like yes. So Japan is trying to cater to Japanese viewers. Okay, I understand that. Another point in this situation, though, that's been very interesting that I found was, well, yeah, this is the meme, so we'll get to the memes later. But so okay, so this was the video that I was trying to find. But anyway, oh yes, so okay, this is involving Mr. Nakayama-san, one of the heads of this project, you know, Street Fighter 6. He had his own little curveball, right? So if you have this translated from his Japanese tweet, it says, "I'm really torn over this rejected concept. The whole gang assembled is, I guess, what it's called, vibe, with last time's winner JP leading the pack. It's great, huh? The dev team is a completely separate unit from the esports division. Oh, okay. Coming out with this transparency out of nowhere. So we're only handling the main art and merch illustrations. I want this one turned into merch too. And then by Fukumori-kun or san. And then Brian took the opportunity. He saw an opening. He's like, okay, I gotta ask, right? And I'm glad he did that. I'm glad he did that because it says, doesn't this Brian? This is from Brian F. Brian F says, doesn't it seem strange that the esports division and dev team seem so entirely disconnected? Perhaps different monetization strategies could have resulted with collaboration rather than just charging such a high price for streaming Capcom Cup. And then Nakayama replies, actually, let me get to that in a bit. Nakayama says, it may sound strange, but it's true. Revenue targets and assigned tasks differ fundamentally by department. Even the dev team was surprised by this announcement. At least Matsumoto and I were shocked at the venue. That said, since this matter occurred within the same company, we are currently discussing it. We apologize for any concern that this may have caused. If I get scalded at when it is a different thread or comment right below, if I get scalded at work, I will delete the above comment. Like, wow. The man coming out with this info, right? Like, wow. Brian F says, we appreciate the transparency. Street Fighter fans want CPT to be successful and want to support. Many of us who are able to would be willing to spend money on DLC, cosmetics, and merch. We want the Capcom Cup Finals to be a big event for everyone around the world to enjoy. And then Nakayama adds, for example, the initiatives we implemented in the previous title. That was a proposal from the dev team. It was tough but fun. Since then, the organization has grown significantly and various departments have been established. My main responsibilities now are improving the game content, enhancing the quality of merchandise and collaborations, and working on movies and video projects. I'll keep discussing ways to improve things, even just a little, with other departments. And we developers, this is a separate tweet, we developers truly cherish every single person who plays our games. Thank you as always, with the prayer emojis. So yeah, there was another thing I wanted to show. ZK asks or says, thank you for the transparency on the situation. We fans of the game just wish for the best outcome for both in profit and community. Was there no discussion in reviving the CPT's costume / stages that can support Capcom / Street Fighter 6 like it did in the past? No, it wasn't. That was interesting, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the last response from ZK says, it really was an amazing addition to the game. I was hoping it would happen with again in Street Fighter 6, especially with the greater focus on season passes. So yeah, it's just it really shows that there is like this disconnect between the esports side of things and of course, well, the game itself with the devs and of course the audience, right? So there is that going on as well. So perhaps, hopefully, maybe they can come together and discuss things and meet in the middle, perhaps, hopefully. You know, I mean, hey, if they drop this all together, hey, you know what? Great. Go back to Street Fighter League being the pay-per-view thing. Great, but maybe at this point, it's Pandora's box, right? What's open cannot go back in, right? At this point, maybe. I could be wrong, but yeah. But the fact that this was happening and like all this other stuff too on top of that, it's like, wow, it's been an eye-opener, right? Like, any comments? Any comment from this bit, like the Nakayama stuff?
Sounds like Nakayama, he does have, sounds like he really wants to say more things, but it's like he doesn't want to say it yet, if that makes sense.
Oh, sorry. Say that again. Sorry.
It sounds like there's more stuff they want to discuss, but they cannot say yet. So they're just holding off until like more more information pretty much comes out to on Capcom side, because again, this could be just Capcom just opening the floodgates and then just waiting till it comes nearer to finally iron out a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I'm trying to give Capcom a benefit of the doubt that they're
Yeah.
not really trying to screw over.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, for what it is though, I think overall is something obviously the community or the consumers will not like, but it does make sense from a business perspective, right? It's purely a business move, like we've been saying. You know, viewership in Japan is big. It's huge. It's, in fact, it just engulfs everybody else. Like even if you include people like Maximilian and stuff like that, just doesn't scratch. I'm not okay. Maybe that's a bit of a hyperbole, but the point is that Japanese audiences alone really like adds the numbers, right? And so Japan just wants to try to like just focus more on the Japanese audience. You know, there's always been, and yeah, it's always been though, like, to be fair, other companies kind of like catering more towards their core audience, right? Especially in Japanese games, right? Who are they gonna really naturally gravitate towards? The Japanese audience. Throughout such games, especially like if you want to, take it to a different field, like like gacha games or like live service games and such like that. And of course, with different country, but same situation, Genshin Impact, who are they going to cater more towards to? The Chinese audience, because it's a Chinese game made by Chinese devs, which they developed with the sole purpose of catering towards the Chinese audience. That's kind of how it goes, right? As much as people in the West are not going to like hearing that, but that's just kind of how it works. That's purely a business standpoint, I get it. I personally get it. Does that mean I'm going to agree with it? Not all the time, but I get it, Yeah, and then I would imagine, right? Like if you're gonna if if US developers were to make a product that's cater more towards the Americans, well, they're gonna pay more attention to the Americans because it just makes sense. That's again, that's how it goes, really. But does that mean you gotta like it? No, you can have the choice of either the two, right? Do you like it or do you not like it? But you have to understand that is how it goes. So, yes, Capcom Cup for now though will be pay-per-view as of this moment. Hopefully, there will be adjustments, right? Maybe there'll be some changes coming. Who knows? But for right now, it's just a raw ass $40 just to watch Capcom Cup. And of course, there will be no restreaming allowed, right? Only there's this is a whole other story too. Like if there is going I think if there is going to be a restream of some kind for the rest of the world, they can only stream the timer of the matches. That way you can kind of like sync up with the moments, right? With yourself and then the content creator you're watching and like the actual thing, right? The actual broadcast in case you do pay for it or whatever. And then that's how you're going to be able to experience it like that, Yeah. Yeah. Personally, I'm definitely not gonna spend the $40. You know, that's just how I am, how I feel about the situation. Um, I'm pretty sure that people in our circle are likely not gonna go, would like take the bullet and then, buy the thing and then have, like let's say like a Discord call or whatever just to watch it in the same like that's in that small circle. I don't think anyone's gonna do that. I don't expect anyone to do that. Maybe there might be that one person, that dude community to like do it, but yeah, I don't know. Um, I don't think I would participate in that either way.
Yep.
I just, of course, I wish that things were different and such like that, and they went with like the costumes and merch, whatever, right, to help support.
Ways.
Yeah, like give us more ways to give our money and such like that, and gets perhaps get something in return, you know, to help,
Yep.
like how it was in the past for Street Fighter 5 especially. Did you have any other like things to say, any ideas or anything else for Capcom Cup?
Pretty much, we're on the waiting list to see what is beyond that door they just swung open.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, who knows? Capcom's been making some interesting moves, um, especially with like the Monster Hunter stuff. I know there's a collab right now going on with 14, right? I think the event is going on right now, right, in Monster Hunter, so you can fight that one boss or whatever, and such like that. Do you know like what do you get for fighting the boss? Is it like armor, like weapons, or like like mats to make
Yeah,
the?
mats to make the armor weapon, and small doohickeys like cosmetic things.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, and then of course, what was I say? Destiny says they might do the idle concert format. You get 30 minutes to an hour free viewing, then you have to buy the pay-per-view. Oh, maybe, right? That would be kind of strange, especially for Capcom Cup, right? Using the idle format. um, huh? That is really interesting. But yeah, kind of a stinker either way though for the consumers, especially for us. But it is what it is, man. Again, it is what it is. It's a business move, and that's all there is to it. I mean, hopefully they don't like go too far with it as to like, you know, really like put a bubble around it, or not even a bubble, like a shell around it, or goddamn fortress for only the Japanese viewers to see and such like that. Um, there was one thing though that was very interesting. I actually, um, I'll make that the last thing before we move on. So Brian F, hold on. Trying to find his Twitter. I guess we'll just go off of that one thread again, just so I can find Mr. Brian F. Yeah, either way it sucks. Yeah, that's a way to put it. That is a way to put it. Okay. Yes, there it is. So here's Daigo's response. Very quick response. This is like a little snippet. It says, "My honest feelings is that it's just not that entertaining." So what the context or what is saying here, from what I was able to gather, is that because the way Capcom Pro Tour is formatted and how they execute it, there's no entertainment value, or there's very little entertainment value, because a lot of the winners are from the online side of things, and there's no like sense of following that player. There's no like story behind the players. Capcom doesn't really like go out their way, of course, to like research these players, of where they come from, what they do, you know, such like that. And that is also why it doesn't like build this like hype as much. It doesn't like allow, what's a way to put it? Allow just a strong following, because you're not really are able to do that in these online type of formats. Whereas before, when everything was offline, right, and everyone was traveling, you get to like see the players like, oh, oh, I'm going to this tournament, and then, oh, here I am, and then like, oh, like this and this and that, and like you can like kind of like follow them in that way, and then like the commentators also can kind of like add to it, right, of where they come from and stuff like that. And then like it just builds a better following when it comes to offline stuff, right? There's so much to it than meets the eye, but we didn't realize that until it became more online. It's kind of hard to explain, but it just creates more of a following, so you have more of a storyline, and therefore there's that sense of like this journey for each of the players. And for some reason, you don't really get that when it's online. It is strange in a sense, but I think it just, when you just let it, it's kind of a hard way to put this, but if you just let it be, it just makes sense, right? If you just look, I don't know, if you just kind of like look at it and, with the right mindset, it starts to make sense, And then so these players, it's like, okay, like, let me give you an example then, right? When we had the last Capcom Cup, did you know who Blas was?
To be honest, no.
No?
And after we, well, me personally watched the match and stuff, I did my own little research. Like, well, who are you? Like,
yeah,
I interested.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, it's like, ooh, like that small little like intrigue.
Your mic is kind of weird right now. I don't know what's going on with that. It's like you're like sounding a little not staticky, but something's going on. Seems like with your mic.
Oh, sorry, the fan was blowing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, you sound clear. So, but yeah, you're saying you did your research after though, right?
Yeah, after the fact.
After the fact, yes, exactly. That's one example, right? I mean, okay, and to be fair, maybe this is a counter argument. When it was all offline, and when Minardi showed up, that was all offline, but we didn't know who he was. None of us knew.
Nope.
Right? Yeah.
Nope.
But he just kind of came out of nowhere, and then just bam, he won Capcom Cup. Like he beat Tokido, like just like that,
Yeah, he was the. Am I using the term wrong? Probably not. He was like the new fresh face, like going like, who's this person?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
going toe to toe with well-known names
Mhm.
in the FGC, and then
Yeah.
when you do your own personal research and see what they can do, and it's
Mhm.
like, oh, you know what, yeah, fuck it,
Mhm.
I can see why.
Yeah, I think it's just also the simple fact that you can actually see the players on stage, like interacting with each other. Like it just makes
Mhm.
it more. It just makes it feel more organic. Whereas online, you
Yeah,
don't.
like that, right?
Yeah, it just. Whereas online, you don't really see that happen. You know,
Yeah, unless they're in voice chat or something.
voice chatters. Yeah, yeah, but like it's different. Like you
Yeah,
and I talking like this is so different from talking in real life, which you only get to do once a year. You know, it's just
yeah.
yeah.
Let's just say chat and those listening. I kind of want to say my online personality is much more tamer than you meeting me in real life.
It's definitely different. I will
Yeah,
say it is
it,
different for
it,
sure. Yeah, yeah.
and that like, I mean, as again Hawk says, like it is different from online interaction versus real life interaction,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's the thing too. As you were bringing up, like watching them on stage, that I've kind of noticed there's not enough villains.
yeah, yeah.
Back in back in the day, we had so many villains in the FGC, which
Yes.
gave us like joy, and like the whole, it's kind of like a wrestling match,
Yeah.
like
No,
you
that's
always have that
exactly what it
that,
is.
that person that you go, woo, fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. But yeah,
He
like
ate it
yeah.
up, like they, for example, Filipino chap, he ate all that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knew he was the fucking villain, and he
Yeah.
ate it up.
Yeah, you ended up. Yeah, he just yeah, he definitely
He committed to that role.
committed to the role exactly. And you don't
And
really see
well,
yeah. You don't
I don't
see
want to
that
say
though.
Chris G was. He wasn't really a villain. It was just that the team, the team was the villain. He was
Yes.
just executing
Same with
things
I mean
correctly.
also that similar situation with Hungry Box, right? Like he, people
Oh yeah,
hate his Jigglypuff, but really Jigglypuff is not that great in most
yeah.
people's
It's like,
hands. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. Stuff like that though. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But again, that's the thing I kind of miss with like the newer FGC is like,
Mhm.
where's your villains? Where's our villains?
Yeah, I think also that the culture has changed for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
Like
is
I,
no
I'm
F champs in this generation. Exactly. Yeah. There really
like I'm
isn't.
glad that yes, when it comes to it, you do want both parties to be respectful,
Yes.
but sometimes you kind of just want to see that jackass.
Yeah.
You want to see more pop offs and all of that.
Yes. I mean, we do kind of get it here and there with the rivals, especially with
Yeah,
Punk, Punk and somebody, right? It's always like Punk and
yeah.
somebody else. It's so funny. Um, but it's
But
just,
we don't get like those like full on like just pop off just to be a dick.
hmm yeah, it's very different from back in the day. It's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah,
And like you even said, like it's like a wrestling match or pro wrestling match. That's exactly what it
yeah.
is. It brings more of that entertainment value to the table, and but because
Mhm.
we solely lack on that stuff nowadays, there is very little value to it by comparison, and that's what kind of sort of Daigo is like um chiming on, right? But
Yeah,
not from like a villain perspective, it's just like in general, like a storyline perspective, because
yeah.
it's
There's no again, those listening in chat, how can I used to love watching WWE and stuff.
mhm,
So
yeah,
we're just wanting that whole character story
yeah,
that the WWE used to give us like a lot.
yeah. Sometimes,
Like
yeah. Go ahead.
like my favorite to this day for wrestling stories is the rivalry between Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio and the whole "I'm Your Poppy"
Oh,
storyline.
gosh.
That to me was like the most fun.
Yeah.
In WWE history.
Yeah, and this stuff was just any stuff with DX and all that shit, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole shtick, right? With Triple H and all that stuff. X-Pac. And like yeah. All like just 90s in general was like just
the 90s
gold.
and early
2000s was gold. Yeah.
Yeah. Which now I'm like that old. Can't believe this is coming out. I'm like that old Tomer who's going like, damn, myself, I wasn't grateful back then.
Yeah.
I just took shit for granted.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a very like common consensus, right?
Yeah. I mean, again, Exhibit A. I don't know if the prices was the same in California back in the 90s. $20, you could have bought the entire fucking menu at McDonald's and still have change to go somewhere else, like go into the arcade.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone in chat. I'm fucking old.
Same here.
Hawk is the youngest. Hawk is the youngest one. If you look.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, you're the. Remember, we're both Asians. One of us looks younger than the other.
Oh, looks. Yeah. I was at the same. Like, what? Yeah, I'm like.
I'm sorry, Oji-san. You want to say something?
Yeah. I mean, I'm always most likely like the old fart of the group for some reason. But anyway.
I mean, it was you and Quiet, because
yeah,
both of you had the same.
We have the same birthday. Yeah, we literally have the same birthday, same year, all that stuff. Yeah.
Which is to me like the most rarest shit ever.
Yeah. No. Like, what are the odds, right? Yeah.
Usually you'd be like, oh, we have the same birth month, but to have the same birthday and birth year, the only thing missing was you guys figure it out. Were you guys born on the same time?
I think he actually is older by a couple hours or something like that. It's literally down to
like a minute. I was like, oh my Jesus Christ!
But it's literally down to the hours though. It's crazy.
Yeah,
because I think I was born in the evening. He was more born in the afternoon. I think it was.
Oh, same. Which kind of plays out. I was born in the evening, and it again plays out to how both you and I are night owls for some odd awful reason.
I know, right? ain't that crazy? So yeah, basically, yeah. Brian F kind of goes on about what I was saying. It's just it's harder to follow players when it's this format with the online implementation and everything. And
yeah,
and then it says, one thread says, Daigo focuses on discussing issues with the format that limits viewership, thus limiting sponsors, leading to charging for pay-per-view. I still think pay-per-view for Global World Tour Finals is antithetical to the format fundamentally, but I absolutely agree something has to change format-wise. Because
can you imagine the backlash if Evo adopted this format for finals night?
Yep.
Like, for those that couldn't make it, here you go. You can watch it here, but you gotta have a here's a paywall. Have fun. It's like,
yeah, that's the day when everything hits the fan, man. Everything hits the fan.
That's the day that people are not gonna play serious, even though if they're on the top 8, they're not gonna play serious.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two will play serious, but the rest will be like,
yeah,
whatever.
Yes. I think, yeah. One person says, imagine if Mena and Punk would have played at the height of their beef. People would have probably paid for that. but they didn't meet in tournament, so who cared? There's a reason why WWE is popular. I remember Mike Ross and Jago tried and people didn't like it. So I don't know about the context of the Mike Ross and Jago stuff, but he is right about why WWE is popular, because yes, they make storylines, they make beef, right? The beef. Where's the beef? Right? As much as, yeah, maybe, it is controversial, it might be a little uncomfortable to deal with, but the beef does help with this sort of stuff.
It does.
Yeah.
We need meat in our content. We don't just want the buns.
Yeah, the sides. Yeah.
So some, depending where you go, sometimes they serve too much of the sides, and you're just a little bit of the main course, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think everyone has like some sort of incentive to share and agree with each other, but it's just different, and a little more on the, unfortunately, like the detrimental side, because of the lack of this build up in their story and just like the following and just everything else. Is that all factors into this situation here at hand. I think that's kind of why Daigo like has been kind of like whatever, like his fire hasn't been like completely there. There was a point, yes, he was like, okay, I want to like focus on training over streaming, but maybe he's just gone back. He's just like, no, it's just not there for me. Maybe it's just not there because of how CBT is formatted right now. And a lot of times too, because of Street Fighter League, like there's so little incentive for them to travel versus just go to Street Fighter League and then play, which is in Japan. So there also is that too.
Yeah.
Somebody put a loop of Ken doing a throw loop. It's like, yep, that's $40. It's gonna be $40, guys. Yeah. Imagine paying money to watch throw loops and morons turning green. Oh,
see
man.
that.
God damn it. Kind of out of line, but he's right. Yeah.
It's like, hey, sir, we agree. Don't hit below the belt.
Yeah. Yep. All right. I think that's pretty much it for the Capcom Cup stuff. I mean, unfortunately, because we just started doing the whole like the, what do you call it, like, oh, who's gonna win, blah blah blah, all this stuff, right? That we did last Capcom Cup, but now it's like but now it's like,
do we want to?
Yeah, that's the question, right? Yeah, like I wonder how that's gonna work out now with this like sense of like deflation because we have to wait for a week just to see who won or whatever,
Or again, we can become Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Live the yo-ho-ho life. Yeah. Live the life of One Piece, pretty much.
I know you were gonna say something One Piece. I was just going like, say Kaizoku. Come on. Okay, we're gonna go that way.
Yeah.
You played it safe.
Yeah. All right. We can now move on to a different fighting game involving with 2XKO, and another character has been revealed to the masses now. So this is Teemo coming in now with the shtick.
What?
Fuck this little bitch.
Yeah.
This campsite ain't big enough for the four of us.
it's also hilarious because in lore, Yordos are not that big.
Uh-huh.
Because if we go by like regular human size, Yordos would be, or I'm gonna make it like your height.
Yeah, okay.
They will barely be by your knee. That's how tiny they are.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. So you can tell someone was an Akuma main when they're making like.
Yep. Or at least loves third strike, so. This is Marlon Pie's fault. Marlon Pie.
No, if it was Marlon Pie, he'll use like someone so they can replicate Sophis.
Oh yeah.
In that one. Sophis. But I'll give a little bit more snippet of why some people love this and some people hate this character in the actual League of Legends.
Yep. Oh yeah, you like this like chat right here? That's like totally real, right? Absolutely authentic chat.
Okay, Vegeta, we get it.
Yeah. Yes, he's cute. We get it. Oh, this is cute, right? Moment 37. Yep. I like the little cam on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know Justin was fucking foaming in the mouth at this.
It's like, come on, man.
Leave me alone.
Doesn't he play Jinx? Doesn't he play Jinx or does he not?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he dabbled with her.
Okay, he dabbled with her. Okay, but yes, I'm still.
I'm so sorry, Justin.
Yeah.
Maybe I should DM Jen and go like, "Is Justin okay?"
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So what's your what do you know about Teemo? What's
fuck
Teemo?
This thing.
Yeah, fuck this thing. I imagine.
When I used to play League of Legends back in like my college, early junior college. There we go.
Yeah.
Years. Holy crap! I hated this fucking champion.
Yeah.
So what Teemo would do, he has a passive. If you don't do any attacks or skills, he goes invisible for the entire fucking match until you press something to get him out of invisibility.
What the hell?
Yeah. In game, his blow dart is poison. So what would you do? What you do, you will build up AP, which is magic, and just build him to be a fucking glass cannon where his darts and skills, which is scaled off of AP, just do so much fucking damage that the moment your character breathes, they will be already half health.
Oof.
Another thing with Teemo, the mushrooms, you could place a lot of shit everywhere, and they are invisible.
Oh, what the
so you don't know if you stepped into a landmine. So I'm glad they show like, no, they're visible, because if they were invisible and you just see a whole fucking carpet of mushrooms, it's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I love my friend. This is one of her favorite champions, which is Teemo. But again, playing against him, fuck you.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that it's one of his mechanics. It's you have to get one of his badges active to start doing the dot damage of his poison. So
yeah.
Like, oh, thank God, it's not immediate. Like,
yeah, you kind of have to. You kind of have to do the Phoenix Wright stuff for him to get access. Yep. Okay. That's cool.
I mean, in game you don't do that, or in League of
Legends, you
Legends
don't
you
do
don't do
that.
that.
But to balance things out,
Like,
yeah,
yeah, it's like, oh, thank God.
he has to
You
earn
have to work
badges.
for it.
Yes. Okay. That's kind of cool of implementation to balance things out without, you know.
Yeah.
Show the dev notes.
And then,
let me see.
yeah, it's they were explaining like Teemo's like abilities and stuff a little bit more in depth. I was just giving like the full like a fast like here you go.
Okay.
Done. Excuse me. They also I don't know if it was a leak on accident, but they kind of like showed off the next character, but everyone kind of called it because the devs did say that majority of the roster is going to be Arcane characters. So it's like, oh, so if you are caught up with Arcane,
okay.
he's a furry, and
got it.
And so it's like, oh, okay. The only people that are missing at the moment for Arcane is if they're gonna make him as a playable character, Silco, but we're missing Jace, Victor. I forget her name. Like she's like she's one of the new characters. She has magic or whatever. Sorry, I did not watch season 3 of Arcane. I just heard it from friends giving me the snippets.
Yeah.
Let me go find it. Okay. Emo.
That's so funny they got Marlon Pye to be a designer for the champs. That's so funny.
Fuck you, Marlon Pye. How dare you? Yeah, it should be a 15-minute video.
But basically you gotta get the badges, right, to make it work.
Those badges.
Yeah, okay, got it. Cool. Any other little bits about Teemo that we should know about? Or
get ready for a lot of setups like that. It's like, hey, you want to come closer to me, bitch? Nope.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure somebody out there loves Teemo to be in TXKO. What's up?
I forgot who it was. It was on Twitter and going like, I love this. He's my main now. I was like, oh no. Oh no, please don't.
Right.
Retract your comment.
Yeah.
Before you get the hate train.
Yeah, I think so. I you know what? I think that sounds familiar. I felt like somebody from one of the prominent members of the FGC said something about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love this. I love Teemo. One of them for sure is I forget his name. He's the French commentator. He did a lot of Dragon Ball FighterZ stuff. Fuck. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, but yeah, that guy.
You.
Yeah.
You the guy.
Anyway, I can't even like remember his name for the life of me. But I know, I think it is that guy. But anyway.
Is it you? Is it you? Is it me?
Yeah. So okay, I can kind of see how it works with Teemo.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Teemo is coming, and he's going to be very annoying. He's kind of like he's kind of like a mix of like Rocket Raccoon and like Villager from like Smash and like a little bit of Phoenix, right? Just that little dab touch, and other such annoying characters.
It's like, fuck them.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up with a random story, which is like kind of like wow.
A random but wholesome story.
Yes, yes. So a woman who's a mother.
JP said
Oh,
Demicus?
oh,
Demicus?
Damascus. Yes, Damascus. I
Sorry,
think
my
yes.
eyes are bad without my
It's
glasses.
okay. Damascus. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Destiny, for that. Yes. He was the one, I believe, who said, I want to main this character for Teemo. All right. Thank you for that. So this woman is a mother who had a baby born 5 days after, and then she went to a tournament of sorts for Mortal Kombat and apparently won. So that's kind of like a crazy little bit of a story here
I thought you were gonna like fumble with, like the way she's like, this was a mother whose baby was born at the tournament. I'd be like, whoa, wait, what? Like, whoa!
No, wait, oh shoot, my motor broke, but I gotta win this match.
I know she's like, hold it, please
Hold
don't come out, please, okay.
If I gotta hold this, you gotta hold it. If you gotta hold this, you gotta hold this.
hold that W, baby.
Yeah. No, that meant, oh man, that'd be so like wow. Having a water break during finals and shit, that'd be wild. Although funny enough, this did take place in Orlando, Florida, so it's like one of those like Florida stories, right? I guess. The tournament, well, yeah, it's a local monthly tournament called Juicy Game Night, and apparently, yeah, apparently she's quite the player, from what it sounds like. And yep, she for sure now officially became a mom. So congratulations to Legion, I think. Yeah, Legion. Oh, also a 3D artist. Interesting, cool. Oh, she quote unquote occasionally even like did the quotes right here. Occasionally plays fighting games between working, taking care of her newborn daughter, Cereza. Oh, okay, Cereza or Cereza. Interesting name considering we had Bayo 3 and all that stuff. It was MKXL. Is that what I think it is? Hold on, let me see. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's like it's MKX. Okay, wow, she's still plays MKX. Wow. It's basically MKX with all the DLC in there, so it's basically like super MKXL or X, yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. So yep. Anyways, that's really all there is to it. She won.
Yep.
5 days after too. She was holding. Yeah. Okay. So I forgot to mention, the baby was in her arms. Willis playing in the tournament. That's like the big part. So that's like, wow. Kind of like, well, okay. I know it's like, well, it's kind of like the same. I don't want to say gimmick, but the same situation with that one player that plays in Tekken that plays with his Shiba Inu on his back. I think his name is Jet. The dog's name is Jet, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it like from a distance, but I never pet it or whatever at Evo when we were at Evo, yeah. Because I want to like bother.
Yeah, I think he also passed by like a couple of times, and you know, like when you see a cute puppy, you just make like stupid noises, like
it's my puppy, yeah, you make those noises. You do the baby.
Just stare at you.
It's the baby. It's the baby talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just staring at me. I was like, yes, please.
Yeah.
jump out of that map. Come to me.
What if she kept playing and then like no matter how old her kid was, like she's always there. So even if she's like a grown ass adult at that point, she's still like in her arms playing, and she's like super old by then, but she's still playing MKX in tournament. That'd be so funny. That'd be such a like funny gimmick at that point. But yep, again, congrats on the newborn baby, and hopefully good things will come your way. Best of luck to you. You're definitely gonna need it, because being a parent, from what I can understand, is very, very hard, especially in this age. Okay, so with that out of the way for fighting games, let's go now into the front line of things. So all right. So finally, ZZZ came out with the 2.3 program. Now we can kind of talk about it, right? So let's just go ahead and let the video play itself, and then we'll talk about it, right?
Have you heard the town whisper?
Wanna know? Then play hide
No, I
and
don't want to
seek
know.
with me.
Yeah.
Find me, and I'll tell you.
So, this is the town. It's a little different from what I imagined.
Granny says dreams are where you talk to those who've passed away.
Of course. Rest easy tonight, and sweet dreams.
There's Lucia.
I'm gonna shove this up your ass.
What if she was like a sadistic, like, what do you call
Dominatrix.
dominatrix? Yeah. Just a full on just.
He's like, you be a bad boy, and she whacks you with the fucking wand.
Yep.
Fuck with me.
You see this? This is my toy.
Yep. And this will go
It's
up your
going in
butt.
you.
Yeah, it's going up your
It's going
butt.
in you.
To become a reality.
Yeah, there's your Dara.
New chapter begins.
These tentacles are not real.
Yeah.
Noise, be gone. The next page is the ending.
The spicy stuff, yeah. But Monato, man, he looks sick. Boom. Yep.
Too bad you're an A rank.
I know, right? Well, I mean, hey, that means we can all get him at some point.
No. Fuck you, sir. Remember, how many fucking pulls to just get panned?
Yeah.
The curse the Hollow has placed
Yes.
because we received
Whereas this man kept getting him like every other damn.
I know, right?
fucking
When I
pull.
was trying to get Ishuan.
He was like, "Oh, you're looking for me, right?" No.
Yep. Oh, yep. And there is a. What do you call his clone? I guess his other self. It's basically the Ichigo fucking shit and Bleach.
Come on, one last game of hide and seek. Let's all have fun together.
No, I don't want to have fun together. Fuck you.
I think that's what's her name talking about Zhao. At the end,
Yeah,
again,
so-
yeah, their little rabbit.
Like how it looks.
We got Summer
Yes.
Vivian. I'm like, what the fuck? Like doing a summer costume in October? That's weird, but okay. I will take it, I guess.
Do you like how I look, Proxy? Well, because I when I play Proxy as a Wise, it's just like, yeah, sure. Why aren't you looking at me? Do you not see my wall? It has a lot of men. Uh huh. Where do you fit in this?
Yeah.
Explain.
Yep. Where do you fit in this?
Do you have a penis? No? Then get the hell away from me.
I can put it on.
I was like, I have this? No. No. We
Yes.
don't use that here.
Okay. So, yes, she is getting the summer skin of all characters, but hey, I mean, it is Vivian. She is pretty popular. So, I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, I get it too. Yep.
You wish it was like Monato or something. or Lycan, of course.
Oh no,
can you-
there's someone else that
Yes,
took
I
my
know.
eyes.
I know. I know. But now again,
looks behind me.
I know. Okay, so yes.
I just whipped this up like 20 minutes before we started.
Yeah. So yes, obviously
Pretty
we
nice.
are getting a new story, main story. And then we are getting the costume for Vivian.
Mhm.
So this is going to work a little differently. So it's not just a costume you can buy, which they will do later, but they will actually let you get this costume technically for free. But the catch is that between 2.3 and 2.4, if you could accumulate 180 pulls overall, so it's like building credit, then you will get this costume. So 180 pulls, to be clear. Then you get this costume for quote unquote free.
Yes. Oh, that's easy then.
Yeah, right. Well, for you.
Oh, good for you.
And then Monoto has a palette swap for his quote unquote costume, which is this white and bluish sort of getup.
Yeah.
Which I do like actually. I feel like they should do more of these definitely for the A ranks. Nicole is kind of like a weird in between because she does have different little pieces on her costume, but it's overall like like a more or less a palette swap with the different colors. And then this is also very like left field because Silver Ambi, of all characters, is the next character to get a buff for whatever reason. Which I don't know. Apparently, people were complaining about her core passive buff, skill combo improvement, and fluidity, and new skills unlocked, I guess. So I don't have Silver Ambi though, so I can't speak on that. Like what her problems are. Yeah, so I can't really speak on that. But I'm actually surprised though that she is, nonetheless, she's getting buffs, because I felt like it should have been like someone from the standard rotation. I don't know. This is me, but yeah, I was hoping they would also like focus on also like the older A ranks, because I feel like those guys need some help of some sort. And then I guess that's her dynamic wallpaper, so that's cute. Very cute actually. I actually like her with the hood on. I wish there was an option to have on or off, right? Hood on, hood off, And then yes, there's one for Yodari. My God. My goodness. And then we have Monato, of course, with his wallpaper. Right, very cool. Each engine, right, for each character. So, of course, Monato has his own called Grill a Wisp. Kraken's Cradle for Yodari. And then, of course, Dreamlit Earth, or Hearth for Lucia. Yep. So, a couple more events, right? In between, including free polychromes, stuff like that. Oh, this is a giveaway event. No, I think this is distributed after version update. Okay. I hope they give it out all at once instead of the weird. 7 days you get these many, or And then you get the free. Okay, this one though it's the typical like. Yeah, you gotta log in like what 7 days to get all 10 of these chromes, right? Or the reels, excuse me. 10 free boupons, whatever you call them. Same format. So let me see. Okay, yes. So this is basically explaining that once you do the 180 pulls, then you get Vivian anywhere between 2.3 and 2.4. So you do have time. But before that, though, 10, 30, 60, and 110 pulls, you'll get extra little rewards before then, including 2 pieces of the costumes for the summer costumes for your proxies. So there is that as well. There's also some master reels in there, or basically the gray reels. So I mean, it's something, but right. I forget what those tickets are. I forget. They're still like kind of new to me. You do get one Victoria card in there, so you can like do, a free, what do you call, drive disc run to hopefully get your piece, right? And then, yeah, showcasing the costume more with Vivian. I think it's cute. Could have been better, yeah, but it's cute for what it is. And then this is another kind of like battle event, it looks like. And then, yeah, you get like little extra rewards when you do it, including a new title, the tuning calibrator thing. I think that's for like profile or something. I think it's a new profile icon thing, and then like another cosmetic looking thing. Yes. Threshold simulation, branching echoes. I think this is. Oh, okay, then I think this is all the same shit. Yeah. And then this is more battle content in a way. Oh, okay. So I think this is not auto chess, but it's like one of those like turn-based modes where you can like, oh my god, yeah, you kind of like move your unit, attack, and then that's kind of, I think that's how it works. I guess you can think of it kind of like a Fire Emblem and stuff like that ish, a little different. There is an event for you to earn a free copy of Monato. So if you don't get him from the banner, then you can get a chance to do this event called When Dreams Remain Unfinished. That's when you can get snatch a free copy of Monato. Yep. So I think this is another extra event. Just do it, and then you get these little pieces. I think this was done before. At least a very similar format anyway. Yeah, more events, more stuff to earn. Nothing to write home about too much. Oh yeah, so this is the other event with this girl again. You just have to like give her some recycled pieces, and then you get little rewards. Just do your dailies. That's it.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yep. Double drops for whatever pieces that you farm. Typical stuff.
Yep.
Other than that, yeah, advanced bounties. And then there is. So I think I want to say this is permanent. So this is a camera frame function addition to the system. So you can now take pictures and stuff like that of you in the action, right? Frame function to enrich visual effects, capture every beautiful moment. So basically, it was the photo taking event, and hopefully, now though this is permanent. I think. Yeah, you can like do some Instagram sort of stuff. Actually, kind of cool looking. And then there is a new substat recommendation stuff. Just a little snippet of a in-game little quality of life update. And then I think there's like a like TLDR kind of layout. Gives you like a very quick overview of what you're getting. yeah, so Lucia is the first character in the banner to pop up, and then you get Yudari after. So I'm personally going to save it for Yudari. Maybe I'll do like one. I'll do like the one for Lucia, just because. And yeah, you get the costume, like we said. Okay, so we have the new. Okay, so we get the new chapter in the story, yes, and then it's Lucia's agent story. Surprisingly, because yeah, okay, so maybe it seems like she's gonna be pushed in the marketing stuff because we don't know how that worked with what's her name, Seed, right? She was first, and yeah. So it looks like she's gonna get some trailers and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, Destiny brought up a good point. It says, good thing for double drops, Lucia and Monato boss materials are not available until 2.3 launches. Yes, that is a good note to consider that. Yeah. Yep, I think that's pretty much it, other than, yeah, the costume for Monato. Again, it's a palace swap. Oh, never mind. Sorry about that.
Oh, gone.
Yeah. Okay, so what they didn't show in this trailer, though, was a little surprise around at the end, which is here. We have the characters, right? New characters coming in. Yep, of course, we already seen them. Oh my god, Yodari, please. And there is the sister of Shiwan.
I live, bitch.
Yep. Yep. So there's already some like memes that popped up. Let me see. Someone put like little dots on her eye or under her eyes, and basically she becomes Sparkle from Star Rail. It kind of does look like her a little bit, but she's more like a, yes, she looks more like her. So it's kind of like a Sushang clone, if that's the word for it. Clone character. They always do these like reoccurring sort of like characters almost. So Sushang is one of them. She's from like Star Rail and Honkai Impact Third and so on and so forth. Yeah. So they kind of like tend to have this like sort of repeating thing. It's basically how like Fate does, you know, the Saber faces, you have the Sakura faces, you have the Rin faces, Amiya faces, stuff like that. Kind of like that. All right. So there was the list of names. Oh, maybe that's what it was, and then it's someone it like disappeared for some reason. Let me see if it's actually available in here though, just to make sure. Probably not, unfortunately. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this manually almost. So let me. I like this account. It's called Daily ZZZ Mails.
Yep.
That's funny. I mean, yeah. It is fair because there's not enough of them.
Yeah, there's a big lack of males.
Yeah, I mean that's a common practice. Unfortunate. Okay, so let me see if ZZZ is the name for it. Damn it.
Yep. So while Hawk's looking
Yeah.
for the stuff,
Yes.
I'm just staring at my video.
No. Yeah. Yes. There was the list of names. I wanted to bring up.
Name, give me the bloody name.
Yeah.
O.T. Crouch Jr.
God damn, man.
And then he scrolls past a not safe for work pic, and I'll be like,
I know.
Like,
dude, this Evelyn figure though, looking good already. God damn. There's a lot of figures that they like are showing off though. From Apex.
Yeah, mostly female. Where's the male?
I think they have some if you look.
Yeah, they have Lycon, but
yeah,
like I know I bought the
damn, that's a
the
cool
Ninja Joy.
Yeah, that's a cool art. No, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of posts that this person does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I saw this. God damn. God damn.
No, bad Hawk. Do not come to the dark side. You are banned from it. You must keep order and balance
Hey, man,
in the universe.
I'm just being equal. I'm just being fair.
I know, but don't come to my side. If you come to my side, I have to go to. We're gonna have to exchange. We gotta keep balance.
Balance. I know. It must be a balance too. Okay, so I found the names. So obviously we already know Zhao, right? Or Zhao, whatever. There were the actual rabbit face bunny Theron. Yep. And then Bon Yue is the
daddy.
Is the robot daddy Zenyatta looking guy.
Zenyatta and Ramatra made a fucking baby finally.
It's more like they fused together, but okay, all right.
They fucked, and then that came out of them. Came out one of them.
They did one of these, the fusion dances or whatever, and then that's what happened, I think. Yeah, and there's one of the premiere units, I feel, Yi Shunguang. That is Shi Wan's sister that was mentioned. Apparently she's a void hunter. People kept saying that she's a void hunter. So I'm like, okay. I don't know if that was actually like explicitly mentioned in the story. It might have like flew over my head. It might just be from like a lake or something. I don't know. I mean, she could always be a void hunter equivalent, like Ishuan. You know, she's not a void hunter, but she's as powerful as a void hunter, or at least very close to it. And Dialin is the one with the pigtails with the black and white hair and the ring blade from kind of like a Soul Calibur with that one character whose name is escaping me.
Starts with a T.
Dude, it's hard. I don't know how I'm forgetting. Fuck.
Hero.
Tira? Is that it? Okay. Yeah. It's been a while, man. It's been a while since I've last touched that game. And I don't main her as well. Oh yeah, and then I don't know if they showed this part, but yeah, apparently Lucy has a pet ethereal. That's very weird, but okay. Oh, you know what? I think it was shown off in the trailer. I might have like talked over or something, but yeah. It was right here, basically. Yeah, very interesting. Yep. So, oh yeah, any comment on these characters? Other than Banyue?
Well, fuck you too, sir.
you already said he's daddy, so and oh yeah,
I want Billy to be smashed by him.
Oh yeah, so what was the term you said earlier before we went live that you used?
So my boyfriend was like, because he was the one that going like, "Are you pulling for him?" I was like, "Who?" Then he shows me Manuel. I was like, "Oh, daddy." He's like, "Oh, you fucking clanker." I was like, "The fuck is that?"
Is that what a
But
clanker actually is? Oh my god. I've been hearing that word. I'm like, okay, whatever. I thought it was just like a kind of like a jokingly like slang or whatever for robots, including
mm,
like Blitzcrank or whatever. But Blitzcrank,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So I think that's where I started seeing that term because of that part. So
mhm,
I thought it was just like a joke, but I guess it's
mm,
a now a term for like furry, for
yeah.
any furry animal. And now clanker, I guess, is to robots. It's so funny. Clanker. Uh, but yes, he does look cool though. To be fair, yes, he's like a lion
But
almost.
remember, yeah, he's a lion like robot.
Yeah,
But he may look cool, but it's more on like what is his attacks?
yeah. What does he do?
What the balls do?
Yeah, who is your daddy and what does he do?
And then like out of the other three girls that are shown here,
Yes.
Dialin kind of make me more intrigued because it's a wheel weapon
Yeah,
or
like the
wheel
ring
blade.
blade. Yeah, the ring blade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's spinning on its own, so I want to
yeah, it
know like
is.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it is. Actually, yeah, that is really cool. Actually.
It's like, are you going to do more hula hoop like type of moves, like Tira from Soul Calibur, or
Mm-hmm.
are you more of a I'm gonna butcher a fucking name, even though I love the franchise of Dynasty Warriors. Sung Shang Shua, which is
Okay.
the younger sister of Sung She and Sung Kwang, and she has like chakrams, the
Yes.
ring blades, and she throws them.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of want to know how she does hers,
Yes.
her attacks, and that's how I'm going to look at these other characters. How I look at
Yeah.
Fate Gold characters. Like, how
What's
does your attack look,
yeah? What's your
and
noble
how does your
phantasm? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that is a fair assessment or a way of assessing things. But yeah, they've been kind of liking like the window with a little bit of a like the you know what I mean like the cleavage is there, but it's like they're covering it with like a little bit of a translucent clothing kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that's on Vivian. Now it's on her too. But well, even well, no, that's yeah, no, that's just straight up cleavage. Okay, these two have straight up cleavage. But notice right, this is Krampus, right, from the story that they were mentioning, which is supposed to be like the like the elite force within Tops or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're mostly like Chinese themed, which is interesting. I wonder if there's like a connection between sort of these like Chinese sort of designs with Krampus. I don't know. Like, I definitely want to know the story behind like the name of Krampus and like why
Mhm.
who, what, where, why kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll definitely find out eventually. But yeah. Okay, so the other image though, besides the names, is the alleged ranking for like, okay, who's gonna be S rank, who's gonna be A rank. So I guess the only A rank so far is Dialing,
Yeah.
the ring blade girl. So
Sad.
yeah,
Sad.
yeah. Someone had to be the A rank. So
Someone had to take the hit.
Yeah, someone had to take the A. Pretty much. But I suspected, yes, Zhao to be S. But I did not expect him to be S. Right? To be at least guessed as an S unit for Shi Wan. So I guess I guess it makes sense from more of a business standpoint because like siblings. Oh, don't you want the siblings to complete the collection, kind of? But my question now is, well, it's still been a thing. It's like, what the hell does he do? What's his thing? You know? Are you like a common writer? Like, are you just a dude with a sword? Like, what do you do? You know? And then of course with her already, you already get an idea. Okay, she used a sword. Cool, right? A sword girl, swordswoman. Xun Guang. Which again really adds to the whole like Sushang clone thing, right? Because she also uses a sword similar to this sort of shape. Sometimes it's more like a claymore, sometimes it's more like a Chinese straight sword. It kind of goes back and forth, I guess, depending on what universe, but yeah. Yeah. So essentially we do have a Sushang lookalike, let's just put it that way, for ZZZ now. Yeah, so that's pretty much it on those little parts. Let me see, sorry. Oh yeah, so let me wait, hold on. Oh yeah, here's the full art that someone was able to extract somehow of Vivian's costume that's coming up. So now you can see her shoes, all that stuff, her footwear, thigh strap, all that stuff. People like the belly gap thing. Yeah, I think it'll eventually be buyable, right? You can just buy it in case you do somehow miss it. Yeah. Which yeah, even Genshin lets you buy those skins, so it's not that big of an issue, right? Or it shouldn't be, at least in ZZZ. All right. So any comment on the costume? Do you like it? Do you think maybe it's a little too much? I don't know. Is it busy looking? I don't know. Anything?
Color-wise, I like it. I like it. I just don't like the color on the umbrella.
You think it should also have been like a dark purple or like?
Yes.
Yeah, they kind of went with like a bubblegum combo for some reason, like the like
so if they wanted to go with a bubblegum combo, as you said, why not? Do it for the whole
costume, yeah.
Yeah,
weird, because they kind of did that too with I think with Alice, right? Or either Alice or well, no, actually they have the same pinkish costume thing. Hold on. Yuzuha Summer. Let me see. There we go. Okay, it's like all blurry anyway. Okay. Yeah, they kind of like, okay. A little, I mean, okay. Well, with each other, yes, they have like matching colors. But there is a little bit of that bubblegumness to it with Yuzuha, because she has like that blue bandage on her leg, a little bit of the sandal strapping thing, and then the straps on her left side. Oh, and even her little squirt gun thing has like a little bit of that color to it too. So they're kind of like, I don't know, they like the bubblegum combination for some reason. They're like, okay, it's gotta have bubblegum. Zhao has some bubblegumness to her colors. So I don't know what's going on with the bubblegum, man. maybe someone's chewing a little bit of too much bubblegum. Or cotton candy is another word for it. I like it, but like I said, it could have been better. Something about, I don't know. Maybe the frills or whatever. Maybe they could have like done without. Maybe. But I get it. They want to make it cute, you know. But yeah, I mean, it looks cute on her. I will say that much. If there was a character to get a summer costume, I guess it was her. But can you imagine a summer costume for like someone like Yanagi and like Caesar, freaking Jane Doe? Oh my god, people are gonna goon for that for sure. And of course, you know, Miyabi, right?
Mhm.
What if Miyabi's was just like a straight up like you know those like those school swim uniforms that you see on the animes? You know those like the One Piece looking things with the name the name like when thing that you can like write. Oh yeah. Oh, this one's also not available. Damn, that sucks. I could have sworn. Oh, wait, hold on.
Hmm?
Let me see if I can just drag it over here. Oh, there you go. All right, cool. So here's a bit of a comparison, right, of Lucia. Like, yes, we talked about the cleavage thing. They like changed it to more of a typical one. But notice like her eyes are a little different. Her ears got smaller as well. Like, look, it's like way longer here, but they actually shrunk it down a little bit. That's I don't know. Kind of a shame because it does make her a little more unique. I mean, she's still a little unique then or now, but then back then, like yeah, like a little more unique. I find it interesting though, like now that we have like a clearer picture with her old design. Yeah, it really looks like her top is like squeezing her chest like upwards. So that's why it kind of gives that weird like almost like that weird saggy look to it. Like it's almost like drooping a little bit. And now that, you know, she's it's less tight, now it looks more like a typical, you know, like typical chest. Whereas in the artwork it's a little more, you know, it looks less tight. Right? I don't know. I don't know who in the department wanted to tighten up her chest like that in the modeling. Weird. But yeah, I guess more details in her hair, but that could just be like a different lighting source because she's like the beach, and then here she's indoors more, so it's different. But her ears for sure changed. Her eyes got enhanced a little bit. And yeah. Any comment on this image? Particular?
Looks like they just had more time to clean up.
Yeah,
You know,
they probably like clean up like some details, like maybe her shoulder, more on her hips, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, a lot of tinkering, small little adjustments. All right, so let me see. I'm just making sure we're not missing anything from Discord, but I think we got the gist of it for this easy bit. All right, so any comments for 2.3? Are you once again excited? Are you looking forward to it? Are you gonna like do the one summon for even Lucia or?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that stupid Hail Mary thing again.
Oh yeah. What about Yudari though? Are you pulling for Yudari at all? Or are you gonna save up for Bon Yue?
I mean, with the two upcoming ones coming up, it's more like again, I'm gonna treat them as how I do with fake Go characters. Like, how does your ultimate look like? What is your attacks? Do you fit with the character with the units I already have? You know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's all about
I mean, I know that sounds too meta-ish, but
Yeah.
then it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like do you fit?
Yeah. Do I need
I'm hoping.
you? Yeah.
Yeah. Do I need you? Like, Zhao, I hope she's better than Jufufu. Because I know this is like assumption because she's small. She might be like a fast attacker, right?
Like an impact spas.
Yeah.
Attacker.
But
Yeah.
But imagine she's not. She's like that slow hitter.
Yeah, the slow DPS.
But after you do like a certain number of hits, like then she like picks up the speed or the damage.
I feel like because Banyue has like, you know, the orbs, I feel like he's going to be more of an off-fielder than an on-fielder, right? Like his balls can like essentially be around you and then like attack, and maybe he's actually the impact unit and Zhao here is the DPS unit, and then Dialin is just, you know, the discount DPS unit or something of Krampus or something like that. Or she could be a youth support unit for all we know. I have no idea. And you know what? Maybe Banyue can be a rupture unit for all we know within Krampus. Yeah, a lot of questions for sure. We'll definitely find out eventually. Okay, so that's essentially it for ZZZ. Let's go on to unfortunate news involving with more money. I'm actually gonna play this in advance. Yeah, so gotta do one of these because because EA of all companies, this was kind of a bombshell, right? Bombshell. Big company. They made the Madden games. They made a lot of sports games. They made a lot of great games way back when. But at some point, they've gone full corporate. They're like, "Fuck you," you know, buy some packs for Madden, whatever football shit, and then same with FIFA, all that jazz, and also like they made crappy fucking Battlefields and Battlefronts, all that stuff, right? Greed, right? They're that company, right? Well, they went private. They became a private body, if that's a word for it, a company. In the process, they got bought out, quote unquote, bought out by several groups. It's not just Saudi Arabia, but Saudi's Public Investment Fund, or PIF, Jared Kushner's Affinity Partners, and Silver Lake. So, Silver Lake, I think that's also Saudi Arabian, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, private equity company. Oh, it's American. Okay. So it's like half American, I guess you could call it half, and half Saudi Arabian. So, but yeah, also, yes, one of the big names is Jared Kushner, which, if you don't know, he's, I think, son-in-law for Donald Trump or something like that. I forget the connection there. Yeah. Son-in-law of President Donald Trump, yes. Through Ivanka Trump. Right. Served as senior advisor in his father-in-law's first administration from 2017 to 2021. So yeah, that's a big name in that situation. So, but either way, it is another instance of Saudi Arabia just like buying stuff, right, or owning something, or major stakes, that type of stuff, right? So what does that mean? Well, because they are going private, quote unquote, they can technically go more of like, yeah, we can develop stuff with a little more freedom, but there's also a big catch to that. So this buyout is not your typical buyout. This is what's called, I think, a leverage buyout. So technically, these guys are not like fully buying them out. It's they're kind of like it's so weird. It's kind of like this weird borrowing money from each other kind of thing. But basically,
it's an endless cycle.
Yeah, kind of like that. But basically, EA is in debt in this process for whatever reason, because they're like borrowing each other's money. They got these assets and blah blah blah. It's just weird, like kind of back and forth. But now EA has this debt to pay off. It's almost like kind of like a weird loan, if you will. And of course you have to pay off that loan, right? And well, what you got to do to pay off this quote unquote loan? Well, they got to cut the costs. They got some corners and stuff like that. So what does that mean? Really, it means we're gonna probably see another big ass drop of employees being dropped off or laid off. And in fact, if I have it here, they're going to implement AI to pivot these costs, if that makes sense. They're going to pretty much, yes, use AI as a means to cut operating costs. Yeah. So overall, it's shitty. Overall, it is going to be shit. So I guess in a sense, getting Battlefield 6 is probably going to be the last hurrah, in a way. Hopefully not, but that's what it kind of feels like right now. All right, let me close these, by the way. But yeah, any comments about EA, though? Anything about this situation?
How are they still afloat? Please
Right.
someone like make a diagram for me,
Well,
like I fucking 5.
How they're afloat, you say? Well, I mean, Madden and FIFA and other such games that asks for loot boxy type of mechanics.
No, we cannot say that word.
Surprise mechanics, fine.
There you go.
Yeah, so such mechanics, they've been running for however long, and yeah, they've been making money. Unfortunately, so they kept doing that for a good amount of time, but for them to wanted to get bought out though oh yeah, let me just say this, 55 billion, quote unquote, a lot of quotes, I know, but that's what's really happening here. Yeah, so now they're not under all these other, like a bunch of investors, so to say, but now they're under fewer investors to be considered private, I guess. But that does, yes, conceptually, that does come with less people breathing down your necks. But at the same time, there's like other sort of negatives or cons that come with that. So it's like more or less the same-ish. There are some distinct differences, but you know, each have their own little quirks and stuff like that of being public or being a private type of company. That's why, like, well, an example of a private body is Hoyoverse. You can't buy their stock because they want to be private. They don't want other people to be part of the stakes or the investment, right? And look how they do things, right? If you look into how they operate things, they literally make stuff, well, for the most part, for themselves, right, to their liking. But there's also the Chinese government to kind of breathe down on their necks, like, hey, you can't have this type of imagery or whatever. You can't have. You gotta be careful with these femboys, you know, because there was that situation with Venti, I think, like way back when. Yeah. Anyway, the point is though, is that yes, well, I guess they went from public to private now, but yeah, it's just another company being bought out, and they're gonna get sucked dry. I mean, look what happened with Xbox or Microsoft when they bought out fucking Blizzard and all those other companies, right? You know, well, it's more on Microsoft that's getting the fire right now and being cutting costs and stuff like that. Because look what's happening. Look what's happening with Game Pass. So they increased their price of Game Pass Ultimate by 50%. So that is going from $19.99 per month to $29.99. Yikes. Oh, but you get free access to Fortnite Crew. You know that that subscription thing is like what, like $12 a month or something like that? And you get like certain costume pieces and stuff like that from the battle pass, and like you know, those the OG battle pass and the music pass, and like they have like so many passes. We get those instantly with Fortnite Crew, and then of course you also get like 1,000 coins, so on and so forth, something like that. That's what comes with Game Pass Ultimate now. Great, but also you gotta pay $30 a month now. Wow, like what the fuck? Jesus. That's getting close to twice, right? Twice the price of before. So apparently, there are so many people trying to cancel the subscriptions that it was crashing the page, the website. Gee, I wonder why. No one wanted this, but GameStop, of course, tried to you know, kind of hop in on the hate wagon.
Yeah.
By just quote tweeting, "Welcome to GameStop," right? Because yeah, they sell physical games and all that stuff. You know, they have their own skeletons in the closet, so to say. But yeah, it's not looking good. It's definitely not looking good for Xbox fans and Xbox in general, because now there's way less incentive to get Game Pass, because the Game Pass was like, well, was kind of like keeping the afloat in terms of appeal, but with how many people are trying to like cancel it, seems like no, man, they just lost mostly everything, essentially. Like any merit that it had left, I think it's gone. There's no reason to get an Xbox anymore, or you know, to get Xbox Game Pass, other than maybe like Call of Duty or something. But no, man, no. This age of gaming just sucks ass, dude. Like overall. Like, yeah, I mean, of course, you can still enjoy games. You know, Digimon Time Stranger just came out, right? Correct?
Yep.
And then I'm gonna soon play Ghost of Yote. My copy just came in today. So I'm gonna enjoy that. I mean, funny enough, the gacha games have been somewhat enjoyable in comparison to this shit. You know? Like, Jesus, man. Hey, man, I love video games too. But sometimes you gotta save your stuff or save your coins for more important stuff. Thanks, Funky Kong, for those wise words. Yeah, yeah, so many people were like, yeah, I'm out. The fuck is this? Are you serious? You guys are greedy. So much for being best deal in gaming. Like, oof. Yeah, basically cable TV. I'm out. Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory yet again. Yeah, dude. People are not liking it. Looks like piracy's back on the menu, boys. Yeah, somebody said it. Somebody said it. I don't know if this is like a sarcastic remark or whatever, but it says that's a steep jump, but at least they are adding actual value with Fortnite crew bundled in. Okay. You know what though? I think it is essentially Fortnite access or crew. Yeah, because that's essentially $30. Yeah, because it was $20 for Game Pass, right? Game Pass Ultimate. And if you add that with Fortnite Crew's price, it essentially is this or close to it. So if you, obviously if you buy these separate, it'll be like what, $32 for a month for you. But if you $30 a month, right? But it's integrated in there. You can't like there's no option like oh, I don't need Fortnite Crew. I just want Game Pass. Nope. Gotta buy all these together. Sorry. Yeah, it's stupid. Big ol' yikes on Xbox, man. Any comment on the Xbox Game Pass situation?
I mean, yeah, it was affordable. It's still fucking affordable compared to what the PSN has with their Game Pass or their
Oh, you mean the PlayStation Plus whatever thing?
Yeah, the plus where you get to play like really old games from their archives and shit.
True.
That because my boyfriend tried it for 1 year to see, like if it was worth it.
Yeah.
Huck, it's like 150 for like a fucking year to just play like old games and stuff.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
I would fucking rather give $30 to just play like old fucking games.
Yeah. Yep.
Or just play on Dolphin. I mean, what? Hi, guys.
No, you mean go out and play with dolphins, right? Like out in the ocean, like. You mean that, right?
No, I don't want to get impregnated by a dolphin.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. They're actually pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you actually read into what they do. But anyway.
Yeah, it's like dolphins are cute. No, little Lucy. They are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Like they will laugh at you if you like stubbed your toe somehow on a reef.
Yeah, on the reef of rocks or whatever. Yeah. I mean, well, they kind of like.
Yeah, that's the wires.
Yeah. It rhymes with grapes. more ways than one.
All Sorry, I had to capture this cat. Oh yeah, you can't see it. Ah, you fucking little child of mine.
All right, so that's the Game Pass. It costs more, and I'm sorry to all the Game Pass users, man. It's or enjoyers, but yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, we can't really get mad at them because remember, the PSN alone for their subscription was affordable,
Yes,
and then they fucking hiked it up
yes, they did. Yes, they
to
did.
like $50 a year or whatnot. But still, I'm like, Jesus
Well, it
Christ.
was okay. So it was 50 or 60 at one point, but then they hiked it up to
Yeah.
$80, man. Oh my god! Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Can you stop moving? You are banned from going on the ground.
I actually have to renew it because I'm likely going to play oh, you're playing with the cat. I'm likely going to get Battlefield 6 for PlayStation because my computer, like, I don't know, man. There's something about the stupid security shit that they implemented into the PC. So I have to like do a lot of doohickey stuff with my my motherboard. So I don't want to deal with that. So I just rather just play with the PlayStation.
Quick and easy.
Yep.
In and out.
In and out. Yep. I mean, it performed just fine when I play the beta, so I'm like, ah, fuck it, man. I'll just rather do that. Unless they patch it out, I mean, the PC version. I'll just get the PC version on sale at one point then. But for now, I'll be a PlayStation player for Battlefield, and that's fine by me. I just want to play Battlefield, man. That's all I want.
Help me, my child.
All right, man. Anyways, that's it for the Game Pass stuff. Let's go on to
Struggles of a 6-week-old kitty.
scratching the shit out of you. All right, let's get on to the games news. All right, one thing from games news, Ananta, it's just like confirming what I said before. So they are, and this was actually said in a Famitsu article that Ananta will not have a gacha system for characters. So keyword characters. All characters will be free to obtain. Monetization will come from cosmetics and items such as skins, the cars, houses, and etc. etc. So who knows how far and extensive that will go, right?
Yeah, before they actually truly hit the big monetization button.
Yeah. So
you son of a child.
I'm pretty sure like their summer costumes will be you gotta pay them for sure, like that. I also worry for like a car variety, right? Like, oh, what if there's this car that looks like, you know, this cool looking Lamborghini or whatever, but oh, you gotta buy it. You gotta buy it with your real money. Oh, there's this car that looks just like the RX-7, you know, my favorite car. Oh, but you gotta pay real money for it. And then of course maybe like they'll also add like actual real cars, like, you know, licensed movie cars. Like, oh, there's this Fast and Furious car like in Fortnite, but you gotta pay real money for it, just like in Fortnite. Hey, I've done it. I bought the Skyline, the Nissan Skyline, man. I had to buy it. It's the cool one. It's the cool Skyline, so I had to get it. The R35 or R34, one of them. Anyway, the point is that hopefully, like, the car variety will be decent though for the free to play stuff. You know, houses, I'm probably not gonna care too much about it, but the skins, yeah, the skins for like the girls, you know, the dudes, whatever, like summer skins for the ladies, right? All that stuff. I can damn guarantee you that it's going to be upfront cash, right? But hey, at least the characters, you don't gotta gotcha them, right? You don't gotta pull them, right? At least there's a silver lining to it. So yeah. Hopefully they actually do this right. This whole thing right. Hopefully the game itself is fun, you know. And they may be a game changer, right? Within the live service thing where, well, gotcha may be less of a thing in the future, hopefully. I'm going to be homeless, carless, skinless, and an online game, bro. Skinless. This is funny. Just imagine like your character's like just buck naked on the street, and you're doing the Venom shit, the you know the Spider-Man swinging, like all that shit, like your ass out. That'd be funny.
Jesus Christ! Can you stop biting me? I know your teeth ain't gonna fit.
You know those little animals, man. They're nibblers. Wanna chew on stuff. My dog was like that, man. The fucking puppy teeth, man. Oh my god, that shit was the worst.
I'd rather be chewing on something else.
Yeah. Anyways, any comment for Ananta at all? Do you have any comment or no? Very good.
What?
Any comment for Ananta at all?
Nope.
All right.
I'll try to look for a comment in the air. Not there.
All right. Getting close to the end with the entertainment news, or visual entertainment news. Let's go ahead and hit this one. Unfortunately, there's no Godzilla news as of now, but, well, besides the sequel being made for -1, but anyway. Or it's kind of chugging along. But for Toy Story 5, there's been something, right? For the Toy Story enjoyers. This is a quote from apparently Tim Allen, put together by Screen Time, saying that Toy Story 5 is Jesse's story. Another quote: Tom Hanks and I have to reunite. There's a whole bunch of buzzes involved, and there's a reason why there's a whole bunch of me. So there's 100 of me in a separate story, and I get to play. I'm having so much fun. That's another quote. So, it is going to be, I guess it's going to be centered around Jesse, right? I guess you could say 4 was like more centered around Bo Peep, and it was like,
yeah. I
think in retrospect, it was just like a very okayish movie, but visually it looked great. I will give it that, right? But story-wise, it lacked substance, right? Good substance. And especially with the, the sour taste in my mouth, at least, when, 3 was such a perfect ending. And then they're just like, oh, we have a 4. Oh, fucking, what's the girl's name? Bonnie? Like, just, I don't want to say abandon Woody, but like, you know what I mean? Like, just cast it off Woody. Like, you know how like kids kind of like, move on to the next toy real fast. I mean, I guess that's like
I don't want to play with you no more.
Yeah, kind of like that. Which does happen, yes. I do understand that, but like, I don't know, just the fact that they just decided to make 4, right? Like, just because it's a realistic thing doesn't mean, we gotta like it or whatever, right? Yeah. And the fact that it exists, I think, is a detriment of itself, right? Because again, like 3 was such a perfect story to end on, right? And then they just spat all over that, right? With 4, now it exists, and then now we got 5. So there you go. So now we're gonna have Jesse into the mix. Do you like Jesse? Did you like Jesse from the past? Like, like 2, and then there's 3, right?
Well, she took a while for me to warm up, but when they did the shorts, yeah,
Yeah.
it actually helped.
Yeah, I think me as a kid, I was very indifferent for Jessie. Like, yeah, you know, she was there. She's the female Woody kind of thing. Like, that's kind of how I saw her as a kid. You know, oh, the female cowboy, right? But then, but of course, when 3 came out, I was already like, you know, an adult, right? So I can like grow to appreciate her, and then, you know,
Yeah.
what she is. Yeah, and yeah, the shorts do help. Yeah, it did kind of help quite a bit. Okay, I gotta ask you. Who is your favorite toy in Toy Story? Who is like this is my guy, you know? Well, this is my character.
From throughout the
Like the whole franchise.
3 movies.
Yeah, the whole franchise. Yeah.
Rex.
Yeah. I figured.
Well, not because he's a dinosaur. It's because it's the voice, the one that voiced him.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, yeah, as a kid,
Yeah, Wallace. Oh, Mr. Wallace Shawn, who, for those who may not know him by name, he's the one with the famous monologue speech from The Princess Bride with the poison.
Oh.
That's him. And then from Incredibles, he was Mr. Incredible's boss.
Yes.
That Mr. Incredible threw across the fucking.
I remember
like,
that voice. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, like Rex to me, still as a kid, was like, wow, you're supposed to be a dinosaur, but you're cute, you know?
Yeah.
Like you look like you will not hurt me.
Yeah, he actually wants to be gentle and such. Yeah.
He's a you fucking.
As a kid, yeah, Rex was like there. Like he was like my number 1, my favorite. But then there was RC. I'm like, oh man, like there was something about RC. I know like people don't ever talk about RC, right? For in general, right? You know, like the general audience I'm talking about. Just don't really talk about RC too much. It's always about, you know, like Woody, Buzz, whatever, right? It was Rex, and then very close number 2, RC. Like it kind of in fact like balanced between them, but it's just, I don't know, like RC was like so cool to me because, you know, like I don't know what it is. Like it's the fact that, well, yeah, you know, I like cars, yes, but like the RC car thing and like the design, the colors, the blue, the green, and like how it played in the first movie, right? Like yeah, like RC was like literally like taking them across the street to catch up with the truck, right? Help okay, it didn't intentionally help, but you know the context, but like it was like RC was a pretty big part in that, right? Like, and then of course I was very sad in 3 when they said like, oh, RC got sold along with it, you know, like all the other toys too, you know, like garage sale, all that stuff. But then like in 4, I think it was right in the beginning, they had that sequence and RC was like getting drowned. I'm like, oh no! Like I was like, oh no! My heartstrings were being tugged so hard. But they rescued him, so I was like, oh, thank God. So I thought I was like, wait, is that how they lost RC? I'm like, oh my God, that's gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so fucking sad. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, right? RC. Yeah. And then like, yeah, of course, RC didn't talk. Like this was so kind of like had that cute appeal to it. Like, so it's kind of like a Uh, he basically got power crept by um what's the horse's name? Fuck. Do you remember shit? What's the horse's name?
Isn't it like Bullseye?
Bullseye, thank you. Bullseye. Okay, I knew it started with a B. Okay. He got power crept by Bullseye, so that's why I was like, okay, I get it. I mean, I know like Bullseye doesn't talk either, but it just felt like, yeah, okay. Like he doesn't need batteries or that kind of thing. Ugh, like I don't know. But I love RC for what he was. He's like one of the most favorite toys from the movies, or at least one anyway. And yeah, I wish he played more of a part, but yeah, I get it. I get it. But there's Rex. There's Rex.
Yep.
Yeah, Rex is great. Slinky's great. Mr. Potato Head, you can't, how could you, right? Ham, right? Yeah. The main toys are great, And then as I got older, though, I did grow to appreciate way more when it comes to Woody and well, definitely Woody more, and then just a tiny bit more for Buzz, because Buzz did look cool, and he's a spaceman, so space toy kind of thing, astronaut, so I could relate to the whole like story behind Buzz being there, because he's like the newest toy. He's a little cool. He got the karate chop thing, got the voice command thing, the voice button thing, and like all the doohickey stuff, the wings, right? I get it. He was the newest hottest thing, and then Woody got jealous. I get it. But as a kid, I'm like, yeah, Woody's a cowboy. All right, whatever. Okay. He's kind of funny. All right, all right. But as I got older, I grew to appreciate him. And then Tom Hanks being his voice definitely really really helps. The character a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Any other like honorable mentions you wanted to throw in? Like any like maybe like some obscure ones that you like at all, or not really?
We started 3, I think.
Okay.
Or was it 2? No, it was 3.
Mm-hmm.
The Totoro doll.
Oh,
That random
yeah.
doll, just like out of nowhere. It's like,
yeah. You're right. For me, my honorable mention, I guess, will be from one. It was one of Sid's toys. Remember Sid?
mm-hmm.
It's the do you remember like the crab looking thing with the baby face?
Oh. You thought you were missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the crab.
Yeah,
but I was thinking of the other one. I was like, please don't say it was that.
Oh wait, who are you thinking? Legs?
The Barbie doll, yeah, the Barbie doll legs with
legs,
with
yeah,
the fishing with the fishing line. But
mm-hmm.
I forgot who said it, but its actual name is what you will call a lady of the night standing in the corner.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, oh my, dude.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
I was like, wow, you snuck that in, Disney. Good on ya.
Wow. Back when Disney was actually cool.
Back when Disney had balls.
Yeah,
You
really.
just go like, here.
Yep. But I think that character though I'm talking about is just called Babyface, which makes sense. But yeah, I reason why I don't know. It's just like something. It just kind of like left that impression on me. Like it was the first toy that saw Woody, and then did the whole like that weird creaky like standing up thing and then Woody was like holding the flashlight all like scared and shit, and like it like that part, that scene, what I'm talking about? Yeah, that very first like the very first toy was babyface. So maybe it had to do with that. But like, and it was kind of like the sort of like the de facto leader, and then because like even how like it like taps, it like did Morse code to communicate with the rest of the toys. Yeah. So I saw him like, or I saw it as the leader. So maybe, and then like, I don't know, something about the overall like look was, I guess, enough for me to give it the honorable mention for some reason. I don't know. The other toys I do remember too from Sid's thing or whatever, that's from Sid's room, is the ducky with the big buff plastic body and then the with the spring bottom, and then there was the frog. Remember the wind up frog? Remember Woody was like, wind up the frog. Yeah. Who else was like kind of prominent? That's all I can think of, honestly. Yeah. I'm sure there's like way more toys. Oh no, remember the skateboard with the jet pilot with the on the front?
Oh yeah, that he was super glued to it.
He was super glued to Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, those toys are something else for sure. And then Sid became a garbage man. That's that franchise was just perfect until 4 came out. Fucked it up, man. Absolutely. But hopefully, make it up for fifth, whatever. Jesse. But I love that franchise. I always will. But fourth movie. Like there are some diamonds in the rough. Like Duke Kaboom, I think his name was, the stuntman, and then the toys, the new toys themselves were fine. It's just the fact that 4 exists, I think, is like the issue. Like if they like just made like a mini series or something like that and somehow implemented those characters in, okay, all right, cool. But it's a full ass sequel, and then fucking Bonnie just threw Woody away pretty much. Okay, enough of gushing on it. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with some Hazbin Hotel. Did you watch the trailer for this?
Yep.
Okay, so definitely I'll just like play it in the background, but yeah, what do you think? Any comments?
Well, just gotta see what Vox is gonna do. Excuse me.
Yes.
And I think Viv said it's not this season, but it's the next season for Hazbin Hotel is when we're gonna get like crossovers.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're gonna see people from Hell of a Boss.
Hell of a Boss, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get some sort of like sneak peek or like a teaser by the end of this season. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like
they're gonna come.
Yeah, it looks like like you said, like Vox is going to be a very heavily focused character in this story or in this season. I like Vox though. He's funny. So that's that works for me. Of course, you got Alistair, of course. Oh yeah, that guy. He became an angel, that's right.
Yeah. Apprentice.
Yeah.
He got his wings.
Yep, he got his wings. Yep, of course, Vox. Vox. Yep. Gotta love the bastard. Other thing. Oh yeah, the angel. There's this seraphim right there.
Yep.
Then yeah. Rest of the angels, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, so Adam is dead, yes, right?
Yeah,
'Cause-
Adam is dead, so
yeah.
people are already speculating she's already hallucinating.
Oh yes, I'm like, yeah, how is he around? Because he got stabbed to death, right? And whatever.
Yeah.
So probably like, yeah, she is hallucinating. Because you're right, he was only present when she's around. So yeah, that's kind of a big ass clue. So basically, for those who play Call of Duty Black Ops, Reznov to Mason. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Yep. That motherfucker. Yep. Other things. No, not really. Okay, so when is it coming out again? Oh yeah, October 29. Right around Halloween. Awesome. I'll definitely look forward to it. Do you remember if they dropped weekly episodes or did they like drop everything at once?
It might be just like first 2 and then it goes to weekly.
Ah, right. I can imagine 3, like kind of how they do with most other shows. It could be 2. I don't know. Yep. Let me see. Oh yeah, there's this little character, new character right here too. I forget his name already, but yeah. It's like one of those like fish, the deep sea fish with a little light on his head. And then, yep, more singing, of course. Let me see if there's any like sneaky little like. No, I thought that guy was from Hell of a Boss. You know, the mercenary. I forget his name. He's like the. I want to say like he's like a possum-looking motherfucker. Like, I forgot his name, but yeah. Do you like Alistair?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Alistair's fun. I like Alistair as well. I forgot that little girl's name, like the one that stabbed Adam to death.
Nymphy.
Niffy?
Yeah.
Okay. She is pretty funny too. Yep. All right. So, looking forward to it for season 2. October 29th, only on, I think, available to stream. Oh, everywhere. Okay, so it'll be on Amazon Prime, I'm sure. So, yep. I'll definitely watch it there. Yes, sir. Any other comments before we wrap things up?
Nope.
All right.
But I think I need me a Spartan.
Oh, right. Yeah, from all the biting and the clawing. Anyways, there's a lot of places I need to fix in, right? Including these 2, and then hopefully Capcom Cup gets adjusted. So meet somewhere in the middle. And then yeah. All right. So that's it for the Hypecast. 335. Good stuff, everybody. Yep. So I believe we'll be back next week. If there's anything that comes up, I will definitely inform y'all and to keep y'all updated. But other than that, we will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah. I will do so many things to you, son.
Who you talking to?
Robot Daddy, right behind.